As far back as I can remember, I've always been told it can't be done. That I was a dreamer. And to look at where we started and where we are today, to know we lived out our dreams and our adventures, we never gave up. We never quit. That's who we are. We're Silent Trail Outdoors. Well, I get a phone call from Mark, who's over in eastern Montana mule deer hunting. Says, man, he needs some help. It's 32 below zero and he's out of firewood and he's in a wall tent. And he says, I need some wood, but bring your gun, let's do a little bit of hunting together. So I call Matt up and say, Matt, you want to head over to eastern Montana to do a mule deer hunt with Mark and I? We got to go save him, get some firewood over. Matt says, yeah. So Matt and I jump in the truck for a long night's drive. Well, we finally get to the camp, and man alive, it is frigidly cold. It was 18 below zero, and Mark's standing there, thankful that we came with a bunch of firewood. So we stock up the tent with firewood, get our gear, and decide to go on an afternoon hunt. Well, we go to a spot, decide we're gonna climb over and check out some coulees, and lo and behold, what do I see? I see 5 mule deer does standing down there. The possibility of a buck, because it's the middle of the rut, is really good, so we decide we're gonna camp out, take a look, see what we can see. But unfortunately, all it was does. Well, as we're climbing up the side of the mountain, all of a sudden we look over and I see a deer.
Let's just hang for a second, maybe she'll pull something up.
Next thing you know, here comes a buck.
Yeah, dude, just put it right on his front shoulder when you're ready. I'm on him, so the minute he stands.
Get up. There you go.
Do you just run?
Yeah, we ran. Are you
Silent Draw Outdoors is being brought to you by Hoyt Archery. Get serious. Get Hoyt. Wildlife Recapture Taxidermy. Leader in world-class taxidermy. Carbon Express. Shoot better with Carbon Express. G-Tac Safety Harness. Experience the freedom to hunt.
Campbell Cameras offers everything you need to film your own hunt. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or a novice, Campbell Cameras has everything you need. Start reliving your adventures with Campbell Cameras. Alright folks, well, unfortunately we have no clue what happened. That buck was laying down. We've been waiting 2 hours. And all of a sudden he looked downhill and jumped up and he burned it. So we're going to make a quick run, get above him, and see if we can look down, see if we can catch him down below, because I don't think they're going to run very far. Seems like the rest of them this morning that would spook would run up and get into a coulee and then bed back down. So we're going to see if we can get back on this buck. He was a good buck. Hopefully we can. Man, what a heartbreak. After all that. See that deer since I didn't get to see him. It's just so thick in here, you're gonna have to catch him out in the open because there's no real high advantage point to look down. So we go back and just sit and wait it out. You know, till dark, because I mean, it's gonna get dark here soon. I know my lips are cracked from all the wind I've taken off last week in Kansas and here. Yeah. See the boot tracks in here? Broken shingle right there. My knuckles broke and I took a stick. Up my fingernail. It hurt so badly and I smashed it all at the same time. First day in Eastern Montana was an exciting one. We drove all night long, got here. Got in agreed 2 really good bucks this morning. We're gonna go back in after them, so they're not going anywhere. There's a bunch of does back in this one huddy hole, and they're just all hanging up there. And we thought we'd come try this. Mark saw a bunch of does out here last night before we got here, and there was a buck with them. I said I never did get to see it. But for a day one in Eastern Montana on a 2-day hunt, you know, that's not too bad. Yeah, man. We got within 200 and 160 and 200 yards of 2 shooter deer today. And every time they're laying down other than the one, and you just couldn't get on him on that billback because Mark was on him. Mark could have shot him, but I didn't realize Mark even was shooting at the deer. So I kind of really feel bad on that one because Mark could have smoked a giant. But so it happens when you're hunting at a party. You just 2 shooters and 1 camera guy. You just don't know what's gonna happen. So let's get out of here, man, and head back to the truck. It's gonna be a long walk. Over 30 years in the making, Top Secret introduces the finest urine ever collected. Top Secret's patented process keeps the scent ammonia-free and as pure as the day that it was collected. Oxygen-free from collection to bottle. That's what makes this product better and superior than other urines on the market. Because of the collection process, this urine is ammonia-free. It's the finest deer urine ever collected. That's why all other urines on the market are brown, cloudy, and stink of ammonia. Oxygen ammoniates urine. That's why the patented collection process is so valuable, because it doesn't allow oxygen to come into contact with the urine. Try Top Secret Deer Scent and bring in that buck of a lifetime. Hey folks, we want to hear from you. Get on Facebook, become a fan of Silent Draw Outdoors, and let us hear your hunting adventures. Let us know what trophy animals you've taken throughout the year. And this way it also gives you an opportunity to win some awesome prizes from some of our fine sponsors. You can see what we're doing, but most importantly, we want to know what you're doing. So get on, become a fan of the show. Get on Facebook. So the next morning we decided to get up early and go ahead to a new spot. We're going to try to get up in this little patch of timber that overlooks the prairie flats, and hopefully the mule deer are feeding and we're going to find ourselves a good buck to shoot. Alright, well, it's day 2 over in eastern Montana. Hopes are high. There's no wind today, which is nice. It's 18 degrees. Really cold, but man alive, I think it's going to be a good morning. We're going to go back in on this mountainside where all them 2 shooter bucks were. And we're going to try to get something done and put something on the ground tonight. So we need to get some meat on the ground. So I know Mark and Matt are all stoked and excited. And I'm excited to see one of them smoke one. Nice cold morning though, just what we like. Got a good night's sleep last night. I've been traveling so much, just got back from Kansas, literally was home a day, left. And man, I passed out quick last night, so time to get ready to rock and roll. And we're walking up the cut line, Matt and Mark are in front of me, and I look over and I see a doe staring at them. They didn't see it, it was kind of in the trees, out of their view of sight. And so I whistle at them and they get down, and so I sneak up and look over the bank, and there's a giant herd of deer. And they're feeding back out across this prairie flat, and there's at least 3 shooter bucks in the group, and hopefully they stop, and we got to figure out if they're on our property line, and hopefully they stop and we can make a shot on one of them bucks. So Matt and I get into position where I think that deer's going to come up, and sure enough that doe walks right in front of us and the coulee on the other side, and right behind her is the buck. Now it's time to get Matt in position, and buddy, it's time for you to make a shot.
Me. Take him. Right here. He's right there. There. Smoke him. Nice shot. Nice shot, buddy.
Did I drop? Did I get him?
He belly kicked. Nice shot, dude.
I don't know. It was through the trees. It was a rough shot offhand.
I think you got him, dude. I think you got him. Good job, dude. Good job.
How long we've been chasing that one? All day yesterday. Today. Seemed like a nice 4x.
He's a good buck,
around
dude.
here. He's nice, real heavy bodied.
All I saw is a belly kick.
Hey, let's make our way up to this
Way to
knoll.
go, dude.
Way to go, buddy. Thanks for getting me on this, man, Shane. This is what it's all about. Patience, patience, patience.
That's all it is.
Through the
And
trees was tough,
he
man.
was-
All the pine needles were...
Yeah, and I knew he was coming. And he was broadside. I stopped him perfect broadside.
Yeah, you did. You did.
And you couldn't see him or shoot him.
No, it was that last minute. He came...
And
I
luckily,
couldn't tell if he was the doe or the buck until he stepped out, because his horns were through the pine needles.
Yeah, did you see that doe when I bleeped at her again? She turned, and that's what turned that buck.
Yeah, he just
She
spun
turned
right
and he
around
spun
and
right
looked
around.
right at us.
Congratulations, dude. You shot your first Eastern Montana mule deer. Congratulations, my friend. I'm so proud of you. Awesome shot, offhand, with my gun.
Mark, thank you.
What more could you ask for? Congratulations.
That's a totally different buck. That thing is tall.
No, that's not the one we saw yesterday.
No.
No.
Look at that thing.
Look at the exit hole. Look at his lung.
Look at the shot. That is a good buck, man.
He's a good buck for around here.
Well, brother, you did it, man. Silent dry door style, running and gunning. And what a beauty. You know, it's very rare to find a mule deer buck that's kind of narrow but really super tall. And I knew this was a good buck. We could see him coming. He was running that doe pretty good. And he took his opportunity when those big bucks went off. He took his opportunity to grab a couple does and go. And unfortunately for him, it was his demise, because you put a 300 short mag heart attack. I mean, that's a perfect heart shot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you couldn't have put the bullet any better. And the good thing is he ran downhill. We got a downhill drag, and we might even be able to drive in on this back road down here.
We can drive right here.
Pick him up, throw him in, and
yeah.
He came in, he rolled up and rolled right down to us. Look at that blood, he dropped right in.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm real happy with this one. I can't thank Shane and the guys enough, man. This is
I'm proud of you, man.
This is great. Plus our first harvest all together with me in here, you know, and this is beautiful. You know, it's not always the giants, you know, that matters. It's the whole hunt.
The adventure of the hunt.
That really matters.
Yeah.
And we put in a lot of work yesterday, and like I said, this is the last day, and we still got Mark to go. We still got Shane to go. You know, we got plenty of country to carry. But I'm real happy, man.
Silent Draw Outdoors is being brought to you by Top Secret Deer Scents, oxygen free from collection to bottle. Covert Scouting Cameras, a model for every budget and every hunter. Scent Defense, kills human odor, repels insects, and attracts deer naturally. Diamond Buck Blinds, a cut above the rest.
Over 30 years in the making, Top Secret Deer Scent introduced the finest urine ever collected. Top Secret's patented process keeps these scents ammonia-free and as pure as the day they were collected. Use a scent that is oxygen-free from collection to bottle and see what you've been missing.
We are here in the coulees yesterday where we started. Today there's not a 40-mile-an-hour wind though, so this should help. And our buddy Matt got a buck over on that knob over there just a little bit ago. So Shane and I are over here trying to get ours in these coulees. I've killed bucks over here in these coulees before, so hopefully we're gonna walk all these things and find one.
Well, as I'm leading the way, all of a sudden I crest the knob and I look out and I see a herd of deer, and I'm glassing, I'm 980 yards away, and there's a giant mule deer standing there running around with a bunch of does. The hunt is on for me. Now I just got to get it into position. I do not want to shoot him at 900 yards. I want to try to close the gap at least to 500 and see if I can put this big bruiser on the ground.
All right, folks, we're on a mad dash. We apologize. I'm not getting a whole lot of film on this. We decided to check out some more coulees farther down. And we saw a giant buck, really big. I'm gonna try to close this. He was 900 from us. I think I'm gonna close within about 400. Creep up to this knob and hopefully they're still standing there. Let's go.
I'm on him whenever you're ready.
Well, I get into position, Matt's sitting next to me, Mark's on the camera, and we're ranging. The buck's just standing there looking around. He's 500 yards right on the dot. So I grab my 300 short mag, get into position, get a good rest, and the rest is history.
Oh, you whacked him. You whacked him.
Yeah, I did, brother.
What a shot, man. That was unreal.
Boom!
500 smackdown!
He's down up on the ridge, laying there.
Dude.
Dead as a hammer.
What a shot, Shane. What a shot, buddy. That was amazing. Congratulations, buddy. Smoking shot, I'm telling you.
That was a long shot.
So we get up to the buck and there is no ground shrinkage. What an awesome eastern Montana mule deer. What a true giant and what a hunt. 18 below zero. Now the pack is on. We got about a 1.5 mile pack back to the truck and then we're on our way back home to celebrate bringing 2 giant bucks home from eastern Montana. Silent Draw Outdoors, you gotta love it. Busting giant bucks.
Closed captioning brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation.